Welcome back to Mage Space. Many comments have been dropped about overcoming fear. In particular, overcoming the fear of practicing magic if you come from a Christian background. Magic is frowned upon in Christianity. It's seen as devil worship. A lot of spiritual things that don't relate directly to Jesus are often seen as satanic in many, if not most, Christian environments. And if you grew up in one of those environments, then it's possible that some lingering fears and past hang-ups are traveling through the train station of your mind while you're trying to perform a ritual. That's not ideal. How do we improve this, and how do we transform? The Cobalistic Cross is a ritual where we call down light that infuses our body in the shape of a cross. Ate, Malkut, Vegabura, Vegadula, Leolam, Amen. It means, Thou art the kingdom and the power and the glory forever, let it be so. If you read the Bible teaches people how to pray. One of the prayers is the Lord's Prayer, and the Lord's Prayer is closed with, For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. So, the Kabbalistic Cross in the end of the Lord's Prayer are essentially the same thing, applied differently. The key difference in magic versus religion is embodiment as opposed to worship. If you're religious, you worship. If you're magical, you embody. Stepping into power, actualizing our wildest dreams, humans realizing the I am in themselves without feeling the need for a godhead. This is a huge quest, one that we are all on to some degree. So it's no wonder why fearful thought forms are approaching your mind gates. Embodying and becoming might just go against everything you've been programmed to think and feel. I don't believe in belief. One knows or one doesn't know. Belief is superstition. Sitting in church as a child, I would talk to myself, sometimes about Star Wars, other times about the sermon. Visualization always came easy to me, and I would often create vivid movies in my mind's eye about the stories being told on Sunday morning. I could do whatever I wanted with my mind movies. 10 Egyptian chariots, now 10,000 Egyptian chariots. Easy, done. Jesus walking through the desert, the devil approaching him to tempt, bam. People marching around walls and then they all fall down. Well, that's an awfully fun movie to direct. Lights, camera, and action from Keter all the way to Malkut. Visualization. It was just easy. And because it was so easy, I didn't think there was anything special about it, and I just assumed everyone else could create epic cinema in their mind on command, like I could. So, when the real believers in the blood of the Christ would come to me, they'd say things like, You'll understand when you have a relationship with Jesus. Do you have a relationship with Jesus? Do you walk with Christ? And I would think something was wrong with me. From how these believers described the faith process to me, and I'm talking pastors, Sunday school leaders, the church authority panel, it seemed like with enough prayer and singing and Bible reading, Jesus would either physically manifest in front of you or jump into your mind, overtaking your imagination completely to where you see what Jesus wants you to see with your physical eyes and audibly hear the voice of God with your physical ears. When pastors would say God spoke to me, I thought they were literally hearing the audible voice of God. But the thing is, I could close my eyes at any time and imagine a sit-down conversation between me and Jesus. A table, 2 chairs, a stained glass window, me and Jesus. And Jesus' voice, well, I could change it at any time into anything I wanted to, including my own voice. And there was always an inner voice that would guide me to do things. That inner voice guiding me was my higher self, God. But at the time, I just thought it was me talking to myself. I missed the message of Jesus because I spent all my time looking for the man and trying to make sense of things, trying to figure out what was crazy and what was true. Christ had been with me all along, but the Christ I speak of is not a man. Christ is a frequency, a frequency that I would unconsciously tap into when I was in elevated states of mind. So that lingering Rumpelstiltskin trying to razor scooter my shins with the fear of hell was dissolved in large part because I was able to fulfill the scriptures I learned as a child, not by rejecting the lessons of Christianity, but by redirecting them into my microcosm, my own experience, which is only a small part of the macrocosm, the whole universe of which everything is connected. If a human feels the pull away from fundamentalist Christianity and towards magic, then there's a reason for that. That human is starting to remember. That human knows. But amnesia has many layers, and chipping away at them can take time. Fear is an illusion, and the illusion starts to dissipate by doing the thing that we are scared of. There's no easy answer to this, but there is one magical solution, and that is simply do the rituals. Do what scares you. Do them with your eyes open and the lights on if you have to, but just start doing the rituals and keep going. These rituals do make your demons louder before they find peace within your consciousness, so spiritual toughness to stay the course is essential. Faith is fake. The opposite of fear is faith. No, the opposite of fear is do it. Action. And action is proof of faith. Faith isn't actually fake, but it is in the sense that most people use it. Faith is used as a sort of Christian equivalent to the secret's law of attraction. Think happy thoughts and your ideal world will manifest. Pray to Jesus and he will save you. Faith, in most cases, is just superstitious nonsense. Because if you need to have faith in something, whatever it is, you don't know it. If you know something, you move on it. So replace the word faith with move, and replace the word worship with embody. And now we're starting to practice magic. There is no reason to fear, and every reason to be excited. Another thing, learn to see fear differently. Learn to see anxiety different. We live in the age of anxiety. Great. More elements to transmute. It's funny and interesting. The more we get to know ourselves, the more at peace with boredom we become. And sometimes being at complete peace can get very boring. So when an anxious thought form pulls into my station, I'm at the point where I'm actually kind of stoked because it's something new and interesting that I can transmute into some form of creativity. Do the rituals. If you're anxious to start a ritual, go for a run first. Do not let anything stop you from doing these rituals. Do not let anything stop you from stepping into your power. Ritual and prayer are very similar. Ritual is almost like infusing yourself with a prayer. Prayer is done with words, and words are wonderful and powerful. Words can manifest things, but ritual, because we're adding breath work, in visualization, ritual permeates even deeper layers of consciousness than prayer, and it can be even more effective for transmuting yourself and your life. Making things stick is all about making a lasting impression on your subconscious and unconscious. Images help do this, and so does chanting, vibrating divine names in a language that's foreign to your conscious mind. Jesus said he didn't come to get rid of the law, he came to fulfill the law. Magic is how we as humans do this. Where was Jesus the first 30 years of his life? You won't find this information in the Bible, but what do you think he was doing? He was learning and practicing magic. Thank you for watching. Tap like if you enjoyed and think others will benefit from this video. Comment thoughts if you vibed with the content, and subscribe for more videos like this.